This email means that I sent off the guitar and everything went right. But in hindsight, I learned the first thing I should do before boxing up the guitar is talk to the buyer and make sure they know how it's being shipped. Ask them if they want the shipping insurance and if they can sign for the package or not. I just sold a guitar today, so I'm really happy. The buyer requested that I ship it immediately, so I'm trying to get it all set as quickly as possible while following the instructions on Reverb. So they have instructions for how to get your shipping label and also how to package items. Okay, handy guide. I went to Craigslist and got free guitar shipping boxes used, which is a really good shortcut. But packing paper, make sure you have packaging tape, heavy duty for moving and shipping. That should work. Also, I think you should clean off the guitar, if that's not obvious to say. Then loosen the strings, secure the movable parts like the tremolo bar and the tip on the switch. So we'll take off the tremolo bar and the switch tip. Gonna use an old cellophane and put the tremolo in a bag so that I don't get tape stickiness on it. So I can tape it down and it won't rattle around while it's shipping. Tape it down where I'll detune the strings a little. It's suggested and it makes sense. Reverb also recommends that you put packing paper between the strings and the frets. Definitely easier to do this if the strings are nice and loose. The basic idea of securing it in the inner box is the same as any other package, just don't let it have any movement when you shake it around, basically. And make sure that none of the edges of the boxes have any pressure. See the tip of the headstock here? It's not actually touching the cardboard. It has room. There's no. Okay, so shaking it, everything is very secure. I'm going to be putting this box in another bigger box. Tape this up, and now put the little box into the big box. It's like boxing squared or boxing cubed or... Okay, now I have to print the shipping label. All you really need is the Reverb shipping label. It's gonna ask for the size and weight of the package. So I entered the dimensions and the weight, and I'm gonna spend the $2 on Reverb safe shipping. Click get label. They'll take the price out of the price that you get from the guitar. Now I just gotta print the shipping label and print it at the library. Then you just tape it to the box, drop it off at the UPS center, and then bring the receipt back home. So I dropped off the guitar and I got my receipt. And then I just waited 2 days for them to put the money in my account. Thought everything's great, but there was a problem. I got a message from the buyer saying that they don't want to sign for the package. I didn't realize it, but when I paid for Reverb Safe shipping, for the shipping insurance, that means that they're gonna have to sign for the package. I went back to the UPS store, but they couldn't change the order. Hindsight is 20/20, but the first thing I should have done is make sure that I'm in good communication with the buyer, and ask them whether they want Reverb Safe shipping or not. Hopefully it'll be fine and they can either sign for it or they can just go pick it up at the UPS store. But it's definitely something you want to make sure of ahead of time.